Welcome back to Mama Cash Rewind on WXBJ, Cool 94.1, where I play the soundtrack of your life. Today's guest is one of the most respected songwriters of our time. Her songs have become soundtrack to countless lives, whether she recorded them herself or whether they were brought to life by artists like Linda Ronstadt, Bonnie Raitt, and Wynonna Judd. With timeless classics including Someone to Lay Down Beside Me, Lose Again, Home, and the unforgettable Personally, her music continues to resonate with audiences across generations. It is truly an honor to welcome the incredible Karla Bonoff. Karla, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join me today. It's a pleasure to have you on Mama Cash Rewind.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no, well, it's our pleasure. Karla, your songs have become part of the soundtrack of so many people's lives. When you're writing, are you thinking about the audience or simply writing something that's deeply personal to you?
You know, songs kind of come out of a mysterious place and you really never know. They come out of some deeper place for me or just out of, what's in the air in the moment. So I'm not really thinking about anything specifically. I'm just usually trying to, open my channel to the muse, which is the hardest part of songwriting, really, is just, letting all that flow through you. So, yeah, it's just kind of that creative process. It's always a little bit, unexpected. You never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Your songs have been beautifully interpreted by artists like Linda Ronstadt, Bonnie Raitt, and Wynonna Judd. Is there one recording by another artist that surprised you in the best possible way?
I think Linda's recording of Lose Again was kind of surprising because it was such a different interpretation than mine. She really took it to like a power ballad level. And so it was really nice to sort of see how that could be done so differently. Yeah, so that was kind of surprising to me, yes.
Okay. Yeah, understandably, she did do that song as a power ballad, and it was beautiful. But it's a beautiful tune to start with. When you hear thousands of people singing one of your songs back to you, how do you feel? What goes through your mind?
Well, I think it's gratitude really, and I think especially this after doing this for almost 50 years. You get to the point where you really are just sort of grateful that whatever you've done has made some kind of difference to people and that somehow that they're still there and that it still matters to them. That's I always marvel at that.
Yeah, well, you're kind of touching on the my next question to you is that many artists, they chase trends, but your music has remained timeless. Why do you think your songs continue to connect with listeners decades later?
Well, I think I come from that songwriting school of kind of classic songwriting. I grew up listening to Motown and, a lot of that was Goffin and King songs and Beatles and, so my influences, and then later Joni Mitchell and James Taylor really come out of, I think, just classic songwriting. There's nothing trendy about that really. It's just trying to write a great song, and a great song really usually is a song that a lot of different people can sing.
Yeah, it's true enough. Yeah. So you're coming to beautiful Rockport, and it's great over there. I know, I love it. And you're going to be performing at Shaolin Lu on July 30th. What can fans expect from this show, and what do you enjoy about performing at intimate venues like that?
Well, first of all, if you haven't been to that venue, it's one of the most beautiful venues ever. The first time I saw it, I was amazed. It's right on the water, and the stage is right there with a big glass window on the water. So it's a beautiful, perfect setting to really hear like an intimate show. And I've been playing with a musician, Nina Gerber, who is an incredible guitar player. We've been together over 20 years now. So we do kind of an unplugged, show, and songs from all my albums and some other songs, and lots of stories, interesting stories about my years. A chance to really see Nina Gerber, who's just a virtuoso guitar player.
I'm so looking forward to the show. I bought my tickets months ago. I'm really excited.
Great.
Yeah. If you could sit down with the young woman who is just beginning to write songs today, what's one piece of advice you'd give her?
Probably to be more disciplined than I was. I was distracted by lots of other things going on, and I wish that I had actually forced myself to, sit down and write every day. And, I think what you don't realize when you're young like that is the window you have. It's much like being an athlete. It's a good 5 to 10 year window, and you really need to go for it. And I think when I was doing this, there wasn't a lot of guidance for how to do this. I think younger people now have a little information about the music business and about, they can even go and take classes in songwriting. I mean, none of that was available to us, and I think we were kind of inventing it as we went. So, I think that it was hard sometimes to really know exactly sort of what you're supposed to be doing. So I wish I had worked at it harder than I did. It was just, when you're young and all this stuff's going on and you're dealing with your personal life, and, it was a lot. It was a lot at the time for me.
Is there a song in your catalog that means more to you today than when you first wrote it?
I think Someone to Lay Down Beside Me, it's one of those songs that, it was kind of the first song I wrote. I thought that was actually really good. I'd written some things up to that point that were okay, and I think it sort of has this, it's always great on stage. It's not one of those ones I ever get sick of or anything. It kind of seems to have a life of its own.
And looking back on your remarkable career, what accomplishment makes you smile the most today?
I think basically just being able to, make a living in music. I mean, I never really had a straight job of any kind, so, and I know how hard that is to do today, but, I think just the fact that I've been able to do this for a life, it's incredible.
It is. Are there any new songs that you're especially excited to share with your audience?
There's a few. Yeah, there's one that we sometimes play called Carry Me Home. That's my newest song, so we may work that up. I'm never sure. Our set sort of changes night to night.
Yep, no, understandable. Karla, before I let you go, I just want you to know how truly honored I am to have you on Mama Cash Rewind. And your music has been the soundtrack to so many lives, and your songs have a way of staying with people through every chapter of their lives. Thank you for sharing your time, your stories, and your incredible talent with us. We wish you a wonderful show at the Shaolin Lu Performance Center, and I hope I have the opportunity to talk with you again. Thank you so much, Karla.
Thank you so much.